Now let us discuss the refraction through a rectangular glass slab. This is a glass slab. Suppose that there is a light that is incident on this glass slab, and outside medium is air. So this is the incident ray. Now we draw the normal. So this is the angle of incidence. Let us take it I1. Because this ray suffers two refractions. It suffers two refractions. First at air glass interface, and another at glass air interface. Interface is the boundary which separates the two media. So this ray suffers refraction at this interface and another at this interface. So let us take I1 is the angle of incidence for the first refraction. So what would happen to this ray? This ray will bend towards the normal. As you know that when the ray turns from rare to denser medium. So here air is the rare and glass is denser medium. So it will bend towards the normal. Now we draw the normal at this interface, glass air interface. So what do you find? This is the angle of refraction for the first refraction. Now here this will be the angle of incidence for the second refraction. Now what would happen to this ray? This ray since goes from denser medium to rare medium, so it will go away from the normal. So this angle here between the, let us take R2. It is the angle of refraction for the second refraction. This we represent by E also. That is called angle of emergence. Angle of emergence. That is the ray finally emerge out. This is the finally emerging out ray from the glass slab, and this is called emergent ray. Now we elongate this incident ray. Elongate this incident ray. So we find that this ray is parallel to the emergent ray. That is, the incident ray is parallel to the emergent ray. So this distance between the perpendicular distance between this emergent ray and the incident ray, it is called lateral displacement. Lateral displacement. So what do you find? You find that when a ray of light turns from air, enters the glass, it suffers one refraction. When it strikes another interface, it suffers another refraction. Now you find that this ray, whose original path was this, after passing through the glass slab, it is shifted by this direction. This is the ray, original ray which is coming out in this way. So it is laterally shifted. This ray is lateral means side, and displacement shifting. So this ray is shifted by its side. So that is why it is called, this perpendicular distance is called lateral shift. Now this lateral shift, therefore, can be defined as the perpendicular distance between the incident ray and emergent ray. Now there are some factors which affect the lateral shift or lateral displacement. So factors on which the lateral displacement depends. First factor which affects the lateral displacement, that is the angle of incidence. That is the angle of, we change the angle of incidence for the same glass slab, the lateral shift will change. Second, the refractive index of the glass slab. Refractive index of the glass slab. That is your next topic I am going to discuss. Actually, you can see here the density of the glass. Third, it depends on the thickness of the glass slab. Thickness of the glass slab. So these are the three factors on which this lateral displacement depends. So this was all about the refraction through the rectangular glass slab. Now next we are going to discuss the refractive index. What is refractive index?